Aki Vivek Steve and Lisa's first wedding anniversary. Before going to work, Steve informed his wife, "Honey, let's have dinner outside tonight. Be ready before 7, okay?" "Okay, honey. Kailangan kong magpaganda mamaya para sa iyo." Steve gave his wife back embrace when he approached her. Lisa said, "No need, honey, you'll look better if you keep it simple. There's no need to appear stunning, I already know that." Lisa turned and looked at her husband with a smile on her face. She touched his cheek and said, "Don't you want me to seem attractive in the eyes of others, honey?" Steve kissed his wife on the lips and said, Yes, para sa akin lang ang ganda mo, honey." Lisa kissed him back, make them want it even more. Steve would like to take his wife to their bed, but he has a meeting today. They kissed so passionately that you'll be whisked away to the place only they know about. Her blood was boiling and running all over her body since she was so desperate for her husband at the time. But then Steve abruptly cut off their steamy kiss. "I'm sorry, honey, but have to leave right now. I'm running late for the appointment." Lisa wanted to object to her husband's leaving to continue what they started. And made all the way. Her hubby is a fantastic bed partner. When they make love, he drives her insane, that way she loves him so much. She became gloom all of a sudden. Steve noticed that his wife would be upset with him. He hugged her again. "Promise tonight, I will give you what you want, honey." He kissed her head. He loved his wife so much. Lisa's sock disappeared immediately after what her husband did. "Okay, I'll wait for you. Don't be late." "Of course, it's our anniversary. I won't be late. I don't want my wife to be angry with me. It's hard to be outside without a mosquito net tonight." Natawa si Lisa sa tinura ng asawa. "Okay, go now, you said you will be late." "Okay, I'm going now." Isang mabilis na halik sa pisngi ng asawa ang iginawad ni Steve bago lumabas ng bahay nila. "Bye." Mumiti naman si Lisa sa asawa. Kung hindi lang niya mahal ang asawa, hindi pa sana siya papayag na magpakasal sila. Dahil nasa kasagsagang pa lang siya ng kanyang modeling career nang magkakilala sila ni Steve. Lisa is a professional model, not only here in the Philippines but also overseas. That night, she fell in love with Steve at a big event for famous jewelry. That night, she fell in love with him, despite the fact that he was the handsome and wealthy man she had fallen in love with. Steve Villard was shining that night, dominating its handsome. He was wearing simple clothes that night, but they were dazzling. Blue long sleeve that was folded up to his elbows, with 2 open button slits in the front and tucked the other into his jeans. That night, she smiled all the time in order for her to notice him. She did not fail when Steve approached her. That night, their love began. Lumabas din si Lisa pagkaalis ng asawa, sa supermarket siya pupunta para bumili ng kanyang lulutuin. Gusto kasi niyang supresahin ang asawa na iisip kasi niyang sa bahay na lang nila sila mag-celebrate ng kanilang first anniversary. At paghahadaan niya ito she decided to cook. Titignan na lang niya sa YouTube ang mga recipe na gustong lutuin. Habang nasa meeting niya si Steve, hindi siya mapakali na sa isipan ang asawa, alam kasi niyang may tampo ito sa kanya. Kilala niya ang asawa pag nasa ganon silang eksena ayaw na nabibitin she will angry to him, kahit sinabi kanina na okay na ito, matagal pa naman itong mapaamo, kailangan pa niyang lambingin ang todo para patawarin siya nito. "Steve, what do you think about this project?" he asked his meeting mates. Steve didn't seem to hear his mind running to his wife. "Steve, are you listening?" He lightly tapped the table for the other person to notice. Steve looked at it. "Your mind is flying away." "Where did it land?" the speaker asked again. Natauhan siya bigla. "Oh, sorry. May naiisip lang kasi ako, nasaan na ba tayo?" He smiled and shook his head. "Are you thinking of your wife, Steve?" Well, he can't blame him, his wife is stunning and seductive. And a supermodel. Sa isip nito sana siya ang unang nakakita kay Liza. He had crush on her. Steve smiled in agreement with what was said before. "Tell me again, what is your suggestion, Larry?" Okay, listen carefully. Please don't think of her now. Maybe later, when we're done here, Steve. Steve and Larry are friends. They own a realtor company. Their businesses do not compete, but they help each other like today. Larry has 1,000,000 projects to share with Steve. Okay, I'm listening now. Tumayo si Larry para ipakita ang design niyang building. Tignan mo ito, anong masasabi mo? And any suggestions too? Kinuha ni Steve ang building sketch. Isa rin siyang arkitektor, lahat ng kanyang project ay talagang magaganda kaya, umangat ang kanyang pangalan sa real estate. I said, not bad, Larry. Wala akong nakikitang mali. Ang suggestions ko lang. Itunuro niya ang itaas. Put a garden and swimming pool in that area. Yes, Seth, you mean rooftop garden and swimming pool, parang sa Singapore sa Marina Bay. Para kasing maganda ang view paggabi sa part na iyan makikita mo ang Manila Bay. Okay, I revise it for that section, thank you. So, are you in for this project, Steve? Naman ikaw ang may design. I trust you, Larry. You know that. Just tell me when you started that project. I will call you, Steve. Paano aalis na ako, may iba pa akong appointment. Humakbang na ito papalabas pero nang nasa pinto na ito. Oh, I remember today is your wedding anniversary, right? Any plans for tonight? Sismoso ka rin Larry. Go now. Steve, make it fast. Napakunot ng noo si Steve sa sinabi ni Larry. Make it fast, for what? Baby. Napangiti si Steve, yes, he want it so badly to have a baby. On the way, Larry, tugon niya. Good to hear that, bye. Tuluyan na itong umalis. Pagkatapos nilang mag-usap bumalik na sa opisina niya si Steve, pagkaupo palang kinuha na agad ang cellphone para tawagang ang asawa. Tamang inihahanda na ni Lisa ang gagawin recipe para sa dinner nilang mag-asawa. Tumunog ang kanyang cellphone, napangiti siya nang makita ang asawa ang tumatawag kaagad na sinagot ito. Yes, honey. What are you doing, honey? Napatingin si Lisa sa mga sangkap na nasa lamesa. Nothing, waiting for you to tonight, honey, pagsisinungaling niya. Okay, I'll be home at 6 to pick you up, honey. Be ready, okay? Okay, honey. I love you. I love you too, honey. Bye, see you later. Nakahinga ng maluwag si Steve dahil malambing ang asawang nakausap. Habang nagluluto ng beef stew si Lisa, tumunog muli ang cellphone ang ina ito. Yes, Mom. Lisa, I have a favor to ask you. Ano ito, Mommy? Tell me. Di ba alam mo naman about sa sakit ko? And I agree to the doctor to their suggestion na sa Amerika ako magpapasurgery. As I said, I'm happy that you already agree for that, Mom. So, ang gusto ko samahan mo ako roon, Lisa. Okay lang ba sa iyo ito? Mommy, of course, will accompany you. Papayag kaya ang asawa mo, Lisa? Don't worry, Mommy, he'll agree for your sake. And I will talk to him later. Okay, Lisa. Hihintayin ko ang kasagutan mo bukas. Yes, Mommy, bye. Bye, and happy anniversary pala sa inyo ni Steve, pahabol ng ginang. Thank you, Mommy. After finished cooking, Lisa set the dining table with scented candles of vanilla and lavender. Her husband liked that smell. When she's done, she took a bath. The bathtub was fitted with vanilla scents. She needs to be stunning tonight for their first anniversary as a couple. Bago mag-alas 6, Steve called her wife para sabihin on the way home na siya. Malapit lang naman ang opisina niya sa kanilang condo unit sa The Pearl Place condominium sa Pasig. Mabilis na sinagot ni Lisa ang tawag ng asawa. Honey, where are you now? Honey, just 5 minutes nasa harapan na ako ng condo, you can come down now. Kailangan mag-isip ni Lisa ng dahilan para ang asawa ang umakyat sa kondo nila. Ouch, daig niya. Nag-alala bigla si Steve sa asawa dahil sa narinig na nasaktan ito. Honey, are you okay? Honey, I'm okay. But tea. Pinutol muna niya ang sasabihin para mag-alala ng todo ang asawa. Ouch, daig niyang muli. Honey, what's wrong? Pagkaparada sa harapan ng kondo sa kanyang kotse, mabilis na bumaba si Steve. Honey, left feet it is hurts. Ouch, kunwaring daig niya. Okay. Okay, paakyat na ako, honey. Wait for me. Mabilis na tinungo ni Steve ang elevator. Alam ni Lisa na nag-aalala ang asawa. Mabilis niyang tignan ang sarili sa salamin kung okay na ang kanyang itsura. She wearing a black silk dress na ang straps ay kumikinang na tila mga ginto. I love, perfect. She's running to the door para salubungin ang asawa. Pagbukas ni Steve sa pinto. Lee. Ani pa lang niya. Surprise. She mouthed. And hugged his husband. Napangiti si Steve. You prank on me, honey. I'm sorry about that, honey. Come see the surprise. Iginya ni Lisa ang asawa sa may dining table. Look, honey. I made it. Really? Nagluto ka? Actually her wife never cooks, they order their food. Kung hindi siya busy siya ang nagluluto minsan. Pero kung pumupunta ang tagalinis nila nagluluto ito para sa kanila at sa kaaalis na ito. Are sure, honey, paniguro pa niya. Sumimangot si Lisa. Sa totoo lang hindi siya marunong magluto pero sa tulong ng social media step beef step ang ginawang pagluluto para perfect ang lasa. Of course, look napaso pa nga ako. Pinakita ang kamay na nataksikan ng mantika habang naggigisa siya. Steve take her wife hand. Oh, masakit ba? Tatatango si Lisa. Lalagyan ko ng gamot. Hinalikan ni Steve ang kamay ng asawa kung saan ang natalsikan ng mantika. Ngiting-ngiti naman si Lisa. Are you hungry now, honey? Tanong niya. Tinignan ni Steve ang asawa mula ulo hanggang paa. He smiled to her wife with a naughty look. Les Seth, I think I'm hungry right now. Hinapit niya sa baywang ang asawa. Seth, you are the one I want to eat first, honey. Hahalikan sana niya sa labi ang asawa pero inilagay ni Lisa ang daliri sa labi ng asawa. Seth, let eat muna, honey. Nagkandahirap kaya ako sa pagluluto, please taste it. Nag-effort ako ng todo for that dishes. Tatatango si Steve. Okay, let's eat, honey. Nagutom ako bigla eh. Kinuha ni Steve ang red wine sa kabinuksan at naglagay siya sa kanilang wine glasses. Cheers! Happy anniversary, honey. Happy anniversary too, honey. Pareho silang may ngiti sa labi habang kumakain. Did you like it the taste, we honey? Tanong ni Lisa sa kanyang asawa. Para kay Steve okay naman ito, hindi masabing masarap, tama lang. Perfect, honey. For him it is a white lies ang kanyang sinabi. Lisa stepped up and approached her husband after they finished eating. And took a seat in front of it. Adore you, sweetheart. And kiss him on the lips 3 times. You know, honey, I love you so much. Steve said with a big smile. In exchange for what his wife done, he offered her a deep kiss. Lisa kissed her husband back, sending them into a frenzy for the rest of the evening. Steve held his wife's head away from him. Eva, he feels his wife, it is so different now. She's so aggressive, like just now her kiss is so addicting. It's different now than it used to be. Yes, her wife is haughty when it comes to bed. But it's really different now. Honey, Kelly, are you so dangerous? He put his finger to her wife's lips to halt it for a moment. Tinanggal ni Lisa ang daliri ni Steve, at inilapit ang labi sa tenga ng asawa sa kabumulong ito na tila ba ayaw niyang may makarinig sa sasabihin kundi ito lamang. This night is for us. Honey. I want you to be happy and satisfied with me. Lisa licking his husband's ear. Alam niyang ito ang kahinaan ng asawa. Ah! Steve mounted and automatically he closed his eyes. He really liked what his wife was doing. In particular, when her tongue is in and out of his ear and licks all over. Do you like it, honey? Kay lambing na sabi ni Lisa. Steve's eyes widened as he realized what was going on. He fixed his gaze on his wife. Its odd brilliance was visible to him. You drove me insane with what you did, honey. Steve exclaims as he wraps his arms around his wife and kisses her passionately. That kiss transforms them into sword-wielding soldiers from the past. Steve's lips pressed against his wife's neck first and go down to her shoulder. He adores his wife's skin since it is so smooth and fragrant. Ah! Honey! Please! I want you so badly. Mahinang sabi ni Lisa sa tenga ng asawa at muling pinadaan ang labi at dila rito. Binuhat ni Steve ang asawa para dalhin sa kanilang kwarto. Habang siya ay naglalakad, he kissed his wife again and again. Until they reached their bedroom. And he slowly putting down her wife. Steve caressingly undressed his wife. When he was done, he took off all her clothes. He stood up to watch the wife's enticing look. In particular, her smile attracted him. And that's not all. Lisa started moving her hand down to her two mountains, and she rolled her hand. Lisa growled. After she did that, her hand slowly moved down to her womanhood. Steve's wife was shown the inside. What his wife was doing made Steve swallow hard. Particularly since his wife's femininity has grown bloated. They have sex once or twice a week, but this is the first time his wife has done so. The wife hissed one more as she felt her clitoris being touched. Steve begins to take off his clothing as well. All of his clothes were on the floor in an instant. Lisa stood up and knelt in front of her husband when she saw him naked. Honey, she asked, implying that she intended to suck his manhood. Honey, do it. Lisa strokes her husband's manhood first, up and down. Steve growled steadily. Honey. More. Steve mounted it deliciously. As Lisa's husband said, slowly put her lips to his manhood. Licking it and putting it in her mouth. The husband's armor goes out of her mouth. Sometimes she absorbs the end of it into the very hole in his ibis. And she's enjoying what she does. Honey. You're driving me insane. You're amazing. He held his wife's head to make it straight and forward. Honey, I'm coming. Steve couldn't stop himself from squeezing his rich sperm into his wife's mouth. Lisa tasted her husband's hot semen in her mouth. He swallowed it and said that in the study, the semen was good on the skin, it was youthful. Steve built the wife. I'm sorry, honey. If I'm ahead of you, you're doing it well, that's Ella, put your mouth. Steve kisses her lips, he tastes his own semen, but it's okay sweet because of the wife's lips. Lisa kissed him back. They kissed so wild, ang halikan niyang nakakaputol hininga. Pinahiga ni Steve ang asawa sa kama. Siya naman ang magtratrabaho para paligayahin ito. He sucks her wife's nipple and absorbs it, licking the lip to the two breasts of the wife. Lisa ascended, her husband's exquisite performance catching her eye. As her husband's lips fell from her abdomen to her womanhood, she moaned even louder. Honey, she muttered, her slit stinging from her husband's hot tongue. Steve stroked his wife's swollen clit vigorously. Fuck. Lisa's strong scream made her even more excited because her husband was sucking her clitoris. Ho! Honey! Gosh, so good. Please do it more. She ordered the husband. Steve followed her wife's instructions. He was sucking her clitoris and gilding her cut on both sides. Then, like his manhood, his tongue finds its way into the wife's hole. Honey, you're a jerk. Lisa didn't know where to hold hands. She tightened her grip on the bedsheet, which caused it to come loose. She was able to hold her husband's head because of the intense tickle she felt when she tweaked it. Honey, she exclaimed, honey. Now I'm going to come. He claimed her warm juice came out, and his body was still trembling, and she was breathing so hard. You could see her belly moving quickly, Steve stated as he licked his wife's sticky white juice. Umangat si Steve para pantayan ang asawa. Happy? Lisa's smile was wide. Yes, and we're not done yet, honey. She turned to dominating her husband. Steve knew what his wife desired. Lisa holds her husband's hard man roots. And she pointed to her wet womanhood. Steve hold her wife but para suportahan sa gagawin nito. Panay ang ungol ni Lisa. Kay sarap sa pandinig ni Steve ang pag-ungol ng asawa. Lisa slowly moved deep to her husband's hard-man route. Ang ungol nilang dalawa ang tanggi mong maririnig na nanunula sa lalamunan nila. After that, Lisa moving faster up and down. Damn it, honey. My gosh, I'm going crazy. Itinukod ang dalawang kamay sa dibdib ng asawa upang lalong bumilis ang paggalaw nito sa ibabaw ng asawa. Steve couldn't stand it anymore. He got up and was greeted by her wife's kiss. While Lisa is dancing, their lips are dancing to bite, suck, and sword what they do, they turn honey. Steve put the wife to bed. That their bodies didn't even split apart. Steve continues what his wife did. He's moving fast on top of his wife. As he moved, he laid down on his wife. Steve whispered to her. Honey, I want this baby. Honey, yes. Yes. I want it too. Again their lips locked. Sa loob ng kanilang kwarto sa bawat sulok nito tanggin ungol nilang dalawa ang maririnig. When they reached the climax ang kanilang mabilis na paghinga ang marinig sa tahimik na nilang silid. Nang matapos sila sa mainit nilang pagnanaig. Nakayakap si Lisa sa asawa. Honey, may sasabihin pala ako sa iyo, Anya. Ano ito? Di ba alam mong may sakit si mommy? Yeh! Nakapagpasya na siya and she will agree to her surgery. Good for her, honey. Mabuti naman at nakapag-isip siya ng mabuti. Ayaw ng ina ni Lisa na magpa-surgery. Sabi nito makukuha naman sa gamot lalo pa at kay mamahal ng iniinom baka kaya nitong lusawin ang bukol sa puso nito. But is not lalo itong lumalaki. Kung kaya't natakot rin ang ina. Kaya pumayag na ito sa operation nito. Honey, ang sabi ni mommy, sasamahan ko siya sa hospital. Naman, I can go to. Dalawa tayo, ang alam kasi niya rito sa Pilipinas gagawin ang operation ng biyanan. Honey, di ba mother? Agree to do her surgery. Pero sa Amerika, ayaw niyang makipagsapalaran dito. Yeh, magagaling din ang mga doktor dito. Pero mas panatag siya sa ibang bansa gawin ito. Gusto mo bang samahan siya? I want it, honey. Alam mo naman si daddy, busy sa office niya and his brother ganon din ito. So, ako lang ang inaasahan ni mommy. Okay, how long? Sa totoo lang ayaw niyang mawalay asawa. Pag okay na si mommy at pwede na siyang umuwi then we are coming home. Gusto ko sanang sumama ka rin pero alam kong busy ka sa work mo, marami kayatang project ngayon. Yeh, he has a lot of work, need pa niyang pag-sketch ng mga business building o mga bahay. When I'm free maybe, susundan kita roon. And I think mabilis lang makarecover si mommy, she's a strong woman. Yeh, honey. I'm praying for mommy, fast recovery. May lungkot na nadama si Steve iisipin pa lang na iiwan siya ng asawa parang hindi niya kaya. He going to miss her so badly. Kailan naman kayo aalis? Soon, honey. Dahil urgent ang gagawin surgery kay mommy, kung magtatagal pa mas lalaki ang bukol sa puso niya. Honey, miss you already. You have not even left. Steve kissed his wife again and then he said, let's do it again, dear. Again, their room was filled with the growls and moans. Araw ng pag-alis ng asawa ni Steve, patungong Amerika, sa paghatid niya sa airport sa mag-ina. Mag-ingat ka palagi roon, honey. You know wala ako sa tabi mo. Paalala ni Steve kay Lisa habang yakap-yakap ito. Huwag kang mag-alala, honey. Mag-iingat talaga ako. Saka araw-araw akong tatawag sa iyo. Good, para alam ko kung ano ang nangyayari sa inyo. If you need important help, sabihin mo lang sa akin, I will last immediately. Nang magtawag ang airline na sasakyan nila Lisa. Hija, let's go. Ani ni ina na una na itong naglakad patungo sa immigration. Honey, bye. See you soon. Lisa kissed her husband. At mabilis na kumala sa pagkakayakap sa asawa para sundan ang ina. Walang nagawa si Steve, nakatingin lang siya sa asawang papalayo sa kanya. Honey, take care, malakas niyang sabi para marinig siya nito. Lumingon si Lisa sa asawa. I love you. Saka kumaway ito. I love you too. Kumaway din siya sa asawa. Nang wala na sa paningin ang asawa, saka palang nilisan ni Steve ang airport. Dumiretso siya sa kanyang opisina. Matamlay siya habang papasok sa building. Naiisip pa lang ang asawa na mimiss na niya agad ito. Alam niyang matagal din sila na hindi magkikita. Magkikita sila pero sa video call lamang, he cannot hug or kiss her. Steve, may tumawag sa kanyang pangalan. Dahil malalim na iniisip ang asawa, hindi niya narinig ito. At hindi rin niya namalayan ang paglapit nito. Hey! What are you thinking? Sabay siko nito sa kinakausap. Ha? Napatingin si Steve sa nagsalita. Larry? Sino pa ba? Teka, may problema ka ba? Tuwing nakikita o magkasama tayo, malayo ang iniisip mo. Saan na ba napadpad ito? Don't tell me ibang babae, ha? No, maghahanap pa ba ako ng ibang babae eh? Nasa asawa ko na ang lahat, Larry. She's perfect for me. Oh yeah, I'm jealous, you know. Kaya ikaw, Larry, mag-asawa ka na rin. You are getting older na. Naman, when met the woman that deserve, Steve. Narating nila ang opisina ni Steve, umupo sila sa sopa. Anong atin, Larry? Hindi na ako magpaligoy-ligoy pa, Steve. Gusto kong ikaw ang hahawak sa project natin na condominium. Natitig si Steve kay Larry. Larry, are you getting married? Napatawa si Larry. Married? Girlfriend nga, wala ako ngayon eh. I wish na meet ko na ang babaeng pakakasalan ko. Ganon naman pala, bakit mo sinasabing maging full charge ako sa project mo? Si Mommy, kasi tumawag sa akin at nagdrama siya. She tell me na miss na niya ako. She wanted to see me ASAP. Hindi ko naman siya matanggihan, alam mo naman na matanda. At kung hindi mo ibigay ang nais, mas malala pa sa bata kung magtampo. At mas malala rin sa girlfriend kung suyuin mo. Napangiti si Stevie, ganon noong din ang ina. Lalo nung binata pa siya, mabuti na lang nagbago ito nang mag-asawa na siya. Kailan ka naman dadalaw kay tita? Soon, aayusin ko pa ang mga kailangan kong gawin before I go. Para naman mawawala ka ng matagal dadalawin mo lang naman ang pamilya mo, Larry. Malay natin ma-meet ko na ang babaeng magpapatibok ng puso ko. You know, akyat muna ako ng ligaw para makuha ko ang matamis niyang. Napatawa si Steve sa sinabing liligawan ang babaeng mapupusuan. Uso pa ba ang ligawan ngayon, ha, Larry? Alam ko hindi na, just take her number, okay na diba? Yeah, they always like that before. Nung hindi pa siya ikinasal. Let's see, Steve. Siya, may pupuntahan pa ako. Bago ako aalis, idadaan ko sa iyo ang mga dapat mong kailangan sa project, okay? Sige, mag-ingat ka. I pray na sa pagbalik mo rito, kasama mo na ang asawa mo, Larry. Napatawa si Larry. Agad-agad, kung atat ka mas atat ako, Steve. Tumayo na ito at lumabas na. Sa paglipas ng mga araw at mga linggo, tanging video call lang ang ugnayan ni Steve at Lisa. Walang hanggang miss na miss kita ang lumabas sa bibig ni Steve. Yes, he really miss his wife, lalo na sa gabing kailangan niya ng init ng katawan nito. Kapag ganon ang nadarama niya, kaagad siyang nagsushower para maibsan ang damdamin nagliliyab. Mag-aalauna ng madaling araw na alimpungatan si Steve dahil nag-iingay ang telepono sa sala. Kinapaka pa niya ang cellphone para tignan kung anong oras na nang makita ito. What? This earlier, sino ba ang taong may ganang tumawag sa ganitong oras? Huminto ang pagring, pumikit siya, kaso muli itong tumunog. Sino naman kaya iyan? Bumangon siyang pupungas-pungas, lumabas siya sa silid diretso sa sala, agad na dinampot ang telephone. Hello, sino ba ito? So early to call, hindi ba pwedeng pagsumikat na ang araw ka tumawag? Sagot niya, nahihikab-hikab pa siya. Hello, Steve, bigla na lang humagulgol ang nasa kabilang linya, ang ina ni Lisa ito. Nagtaka si Steve kung bakit umiiyak ito. Mommy, what happens? Larry, are you crying? Something wrong. Nakadama siya ng kaba. Sir. Steve, silly. Lee. Putol-putol ang pagsasalita nito dahil sa pag-iyak. Ang kanyang kaba napalitan ng pagkabog ng dibdib ni Steve. Mommy, what do you mean? What is lie, tell me. Steve, yeah, she's dead. What? Nanghina siya sa narinig at nabitawan pa ang teleponong hawak. He cannot think anything, ang tangi nag-sink in sa isip ay she's dead. Mean her wife is dead. Sigaw niya at mabilis na kinuha ang telepono. Mommy, what do you mean, she's dead? Paghikbi na lang ang naririnig ni Steve mula sa kabilang linya. I'm sorry, Steve. Mommy, Beth dead. Hindi napigilan ang sarili na pasigaw siya. I'm so sorry, Lisa. Is dead, Steve. Umiiyak muli ito. Napasabunot sa buhok niya si Steve. At gusto niyang sumigaw. Mommy, tell me this is a prank or a joke that Lisa told you, right? Because she always gave me a prank. Ang biyanan, sinunod lamang nito ang utos ng asawa para siya ay maniwala. Hindi, Steve. Hindi isang biro o prank ang sabinin mong patay na ang isang tao. She's the my daughter. Nararamdam ni Steve na nangangatog ang tuhod, siya ay napaupo sa sahig. At namamasa ang kanyang mata. Ikaw? Anong na nangyari? Nagiging garalgal na ang boses ni Steve. Accident, habang nakasakay siya ng taxi papuntang hospital para ilabas ako. I'm sorry. Steve! He shouted, then punched the floor. Even though his hands are blindingly still doing what he did, he can't feel the pain. Because it hurts more to know that his wife is gone. Lisa! He kept punching the hard floor. Uyle? Come home alive, honey. Come back, I need you. Don't leave me like this. Steve was crying so loudly. He didn't know what to do. For a moment, Steve crying. Hindi niya matanggap ang ibinalita sa kanya ng biyanan. Ganon-ganon na lang sa isang iglap, his wife are gone. This is not true. Lisa honey, you aren't. I know you will be back. No, I need to see you. He took his cell phone to book a ticket to follow his wife to America. Since when Steve heard that his wife was gone, he did not speak and he was stunned to tears. He can't accept what will happen to his wife. She's so young to be gone in this world. And they have many more plans for the future. One of them is that they have a baby. And build a happy family. Dumating ang ina ni Steve sa kondo niya. Nang malaman nito ang nangyari kay Lisa, tumawag ang babae sa kanya para patignan ang anak na si Steve, baka kasi kung ano ang iniisip nito. Dahil alam nila kung gaano kamahal ni Steve ang asawa. Panay ang doorbell ng ina Steve. Lalo itong nag-aalala dahil walang nagbubukas. Oh God, Steve opened the door. Medyo masigaw na tura ng ginang. Steve heard her mother pero wala siyang lakas na tumayo upang pagbuksan ito. Dahil sa pag-aalala ng ginang para sa anak, baka kung napaano na ito. Mabilis na pinintahan ang security guard sa ibaba para tulungan siyang buksan ang pinto. Kaagad silang punta sa opisina ng kondo para kunin ang susi. Pinaliwanag ng ginang kung bakit pinabubuksan niya ang kondo ng anak. Agad naman rumusponde ang mga ito, dali-dali nilang tinungo ang unit ni Steve. Nang mabuksan nila ito, ako muna ang papasok loob, ani ng ginang sa mga kasama. Tumango naman ang mga ito sa ginang. Agad na pumasok ang ginang sa loob nang makita ang anak na nakasalpak sa sahig. Nag-alala siya nang makita ang anak na duguan ang kamay at nang hihina. Anong ginagawa mo sa sarili mo ha? Look at you. Kinuha ng ginang ang emergency kit para linisan ang kamao nito. Pinuntahan muna ng ginang ang mga tao sa labas para sabihin okay naman ang anak. Salamat sa inyo, pasensya sa abala. Sobrang nag-alala lamang ako sa kanya. But he's okay, thank you. Tumango ang mga ito at umalis na. Paano ka nakapasok dito, ma? Paano? Humingi ako ng tulong sa ibaba para buksan ang pinto. Sino ba ang hindi mag-aalala ha? Narito ka pala sa loob. Doing stupidly. Hurting yourself. Hindi man lang ininda ni Steve ang sakit ng binuhusan ng ina ng alkohol ang sugat sa kamay. Wala ito sa sakit na nadarama ng pusong naglukoksa. Hindi pa niya kayang tanggapin na wala na ang asawa. At biglang nag-iba ang ikot ng kanyang mundo. Like he want to follow his wife, ganon ang naiisip niya ngayon para magkasama sila forever. Awang-awa naman ang ginang sa anak dahil tila pasan nito ang mundo. Ano ba, Steve? Huwag kang ganyan, magpakatatag ka. Huwag mong hayaan na kainin ka ng emosyon mo. Please anak, think that I am here. Ma! Bakit nangyari kay Lisa ito? Bakit sa kanya pa marami naman dyan iyon mga masasamang tao? Iyon pumapatay, magnanakaw, mga mangloloko ng kapwa nila. It's so unfair. Ma, hindi natin hawak ang ating buhay, ang tanging Diyos lamang ang nakakaalam kung hanggang saan aabot ang ating hininga, at asawa mo hanggang doon na lamang siya. Steve, please lang get up, harapin mo ang bukas. Ma, hindi ko kaya ito. Hindi ko kakayanin, mahal na mahal ko si Lisa. Who cares sa bukas na iyon kung wala na siya? Ano? Susundan mo ang asawa mo, magpapakatay ka ganoon ba ha, Steve? Yes, desperado talaga siya. Ito ang sinabi ng isip at puso. Aba ay, gago ka ba ha? Gusto mo palang sundan ang asawa mo. E di, sana nang malaman mong patay na siya, tumalon ka na sa bintana. Para hindi na kita nakita pang ganitong miserable. Anak, alam mo bang masasaktan ako na nakikita kitang ganyan, napahagulgol ang ginang. Tila natauhan si Steve nang makita ang inang umiiyak. Ma! I'm sorry. Niyakap ang ina, mahal na mahal din niya ang ina. At ayaw na ayaw niyang nakikitang lumuluha ito. I'm sorry. Ma, please don't see Ray. Hinaplos-haplos niya ang likod nito. Unti-unting tumahan ang ginang. Steve, please. Don't ever think na gusto mong sundan ang asawa mo. Gusto mo bang susunod din ako ha? O, mas mabuti pang mauna ako sa iyo, to meet your father, para magkasama na kami. I'm happy to see him. At kung talagang balak mong sundan ang asawa mo, we are there para salubungin ka, then we have a happy together there. Ma, hindi, ayokong mangyari ito, ikaw na lang ang pamilya ko. So, wag kang makisang-ayon sa puso mo, bata ka pa. Baka meron pang mas magandang plano ang Diyos sa buhay, manalig lang tayo sa kanya ha anak. Steve just hugged her mother, hindi na siya umimik pa. Para hindi na mag-alala pa ito. Tumawag muli ang biyanan kay Steve, para sabihin huwag na siyang sumunod sa kanila, susuduin na lamang niya sila sa airport. Someone helped then para mapabilis ang kanilang pag-uwi. Steve agreed to his mother-in-law kahit na ayaw sana niya. Dahil ang gusto niya siya ang mag-uwi sa asawa. Steve cannot anything. Kahit ang trabaho hindi magawa ng maayos, his mind are blank. Ang asawa lamang ang laman nito habang nakaupo siya sa sopa. Tumunog ang telephone, agad niyang sinagot ito. Hello, sabi niya sa matamlay na boses. Steve, it's me, your mother-in-law. Yes, mommy. Steve, nakapagdesisyon na ako na abo na lang ng asawa mo ang iuwi ko. I'm sorry, Steve. Naikuyom ni Steve ang kamao. Mommy, bakit? How can Saint the wife? Gusto siyang makita kahit na ang katawan man lang niya. Sana hindi mo ginawa ito. Steve, I'm sorry. Para mapadali ang pag-uwi namin kaya ko ito ginawa. Napaluha si Steve kahit nakatawan nito hindi niya makita. Lola siyang nakadama ng sakit. So, painful his wife is dead tapos hindi pa niya makikita ito. Steve, are you still there? Yes, his voice are shaking. I'm sorry again, Steve. Sana maintindihan mo ako. Don't hate me what did. Umiling-iling si Steve, ano pa nga ba ang magagawa niya, tapos na. Sige na, mommy. Bye, Steve. Hintayin mo kami. Tatatango na lamang si Steve. Nang wala na sa kabilang linya. Yumugyog ang balikat niya. He crying again. Sana nagbibiro lamang ang biyanan sa kanya. Sa pagdating nila makikita ang asawang nakangiti sa kanya. Napaluha ang ina ni Steve habang nakatingin sa anak. Hinayaan lang niya ito dahil alam kung ano ang nararamdaman. Ilang araw lang umuwi na ang abo ng asawa ni Steve, mabilis na naiayos ang mga dapat para maiuwi ito. Manila International Airport, kanina pa naghihintay si Steve at ang ina na dumating ang eroplanong kinalululanan ng abo ng asawa. Nang makitang lumapag na ang Philippines Airline, hindi mapakali si Steve, his heart beating so fast. After half hour nakita na niya ang ina ni Lisa, holding a white jar. Pakiramdam ni Steve sumisikip ang puso. Napapasabunot siya sa buhok. At napapakagat siya sa kamay. He don't know what to do, Steve, please pull yourself together, stay strong, paalala ng ina sa kanya. Nang makalapit na ang ina ni Lisa, Steve, humagulgol ito at niyakap ang hawak na white jar. Lumapit si Steve sa biyanan. Mommy, enough crying, hindi maganda ito sa iyo, hindi ka palubusan magaling. Umiiyak na tumango ang ginang kay Steve. Dumating ang kapatid at ama ni Lisa. Si daughter, anito at niyakap ang asawa na ang mata ay mamasa-masa dahil pinipigilan nito ang luhang aagos. Steve, hold your wife, ang biyanan babae inabot ang puting jar dito. Nanginginig ang kamay ni Steve na kinuha ito. When he hold it he hugged the jar. At tahimik na umiiyak. At St. Peter's Chapel, they laid the ashes of Steve's wife for 3 days. All their friends go. During those 3 days, Steve was just quiet, even though he was told to condole and be strong. He just looked at them. No words would come out to him. After 3 days inihatid na nila ang abo ng asawa sa seminary. Wala pa rin imik si Steve, hindi mo mababasa sa mata ang nais na gawin. Nang matapos ang libing agad na umuwi si Steve sa kondo nila. Pero sinundan siya ng ina. Nag-aalala ito sa anak baka kung ano ang gagawin. Tahimik pa naman ito sa 3 araw na lamay ng asawa. Ma, bakit narito ka? Nag-aalala ako sa iyo, anak. Ma, okay lang ako, umuwi ka na para makapagpahinga, alam ko pagod ka rin. Pwede bang dito muna ako, para may kasama ka ha, Steve? Ma, please. I want to be alone. Pero, Steve. Ma, promise. Wala akong gagawin masama. Gusto ko lang talaga na mapag-isa. Thinking of her. Talk to her. After that okay na ako, Madi. Walang nagawa ang ginang kundi iwan si Steve. Promise me, Steve. Think positive. Tumango si Steve sa ina. Ingat, ma, sorry hindi kita maihatid. Magtaksi na ako, anak. Tila hindi magawang maihakbang ng ginang ang paa papalabas ng bahay ng anak. Kung hindi pa siya hinawakan nito para alalayan na lumabas ay hindi niya magawa. She's so worried to him. Ma, don't think anything about me, nasabi ko na sa iyo. Wala akong gagawin na ikakalungkot mo, I love you, Matsi. Maluluha ang ginang na umalis. When her mother gone tinunggo niya ang minibar nila. Kinuha ang hard brandy. Gusto niyang malasing para kahit sandali lamang mawala sa isip ang asawang hindi man lang nakita, wala man lang paalaman man lang nothing at all. She's gone that way. He opened the brandy. He didn't even take a glass, he just drank it nothing to him, even as it seemed to cut his throat at the dryness of the hard brandy. When he had half done it Steve feels dizzy and knows he's drunk already. And his face turned red. Honey. Where are you? He shouted. I miss you so much. Uyle. Uyle. Tinungga muli niya ang bote ng alak halos maubos niya ito ng bitawan na. Honey, come here. He raised his hand, as if he was seeing his wife. I know you are alive. He stepped off to approach the wife he thought was still alive. Steve staggered to approach the visible wife standing at the sliding door to the small balcony. He was only a few meters away from here. And he would have handled it, but he suddenly fell to the floor because of his drunkenness. He didn't even bother to stand up. He lay down there until he falls asleep. The sunshine of the sullen Steve is already high because he get hit beside the sunlight. He held his hand up because he was dazzled. Oh, he overcame, as if a roller was rolling his senses in pain. Shit, he exclaimed. Only now has he been struck by that kind of intoxication. He also drank, but only slightly, so he was never hit by a hangover. And this is what they say about hangovers now that he knows. He slowly got up and sat down with his head bowed so that his eyes rotated. He stayed like that for a while. When he can control himself, he got up and went straight to the bathroom to take a shower. Steve soaked in the shower because he could feel every cold drop of water on his head and body. The pain in the sinuses disappears. He was underwater for 30 minutes. When he felt okay, he came out with just a towel. He didn't even bother to get dressed first. He went straight to the kitchen to brew pure coffee. For his hangover while he was making his coffee, Steve suddenly thinks his wife. And his imagination is moving, like when his wife is making their breakfast, cooking eggs, ham, hot dogs, and toasting bread, making coffee for him and milk for his wife, and enjoy their breakfast together. Steve was unaware of the tears running down his cheeks. Now he can no longer taste her cooking. His tears dripped from the coffee he made. He stared at it and saw his wife's face smiling at him. Lisa! He pronounced the wife's name. Steve wiped his wet cheek, then walked back into the room to get dressed. Nagpalit ng pang-opisina niya si Steve, kung dito lamang siya sa bahay nila. He's going crazy to thank his wife. At baka makaisip pa siya ng masama sa sarili. Yes, he can, kaso naiisip din ang ina. He loved her mother, kaya hindi niya kayang iwan itong mag-isa, lalo pat matanda na ito. Mabuti sana kung nagkaanak sila ng asawa bago siya iniwan ito. Para sana may mag-aalaga sa ina kung sakaling maisipan mawala rin sa mundo. Pagpasok pa lang ni Steve sa opisina, ang kanyang mga empleyado makikita sa mga mukha nila ang lungkot. Nakikimsimpatya rin sila sa kanya. Good morning, sir, bati ng sekretary niya. Sir, bakit pumasok ka na, nagluluksa ka pa, dugtong pa nito. I am bored sa bahay. Mas mabuting magtrabaho ako, para hindi ko naiisip ang asawa ko, kanyang tugon. His secretary knows kung gaano kamahal ni Steve ang asawa. Noon kasing nangliligaw pa ang boss sa asawa, siya ang takabili ng bulaklak at cake. O, minsan nagpapareserve sa mga restaurant na kakainan nila. At nasasabi sa sarili ang swerte naman ng babaeng ito. Mayaman, mabait, gwapo pa. At mahal na mahal siya ng isang Steve Velarde. CJ, sir. Kung may kailangan ka, tawagin mo lang ako. Tumango ang boss sa kanya at siya ay lumabas na. Steve make his mind and body para maging busy. Para hindi niya maalala ang asawa. Until midnight siya sa kanyang office. At ang gusto pa niya hindi na siya uwi. But his hunger strike him, ngayon lang siya nakadama ng gutom, naalala niya alak lang ang laman ng sikmura mula kagabi. Tumayo na siya para lumabas at para na rin kumain. Paglabas ni Steve sa opisina niya, napakunot siya noo dahil may ilaw pa sa desk ng sekretary. Nilapit niya ito, hindi umuwi ito. Bakit narito ka pa? Tanong niya. Napatayo agad ito. Sir, baka kasi may kailangan ka, eh. Kaya hindi pa ako umuuwi. Saka nag-iisa ka rito. Sa tono ng pananalita nito may pag-alala rito. Napakunot muli ang noo ni Steve sa narinig na sinabi nito. Are you waiting for me? Oh, you care about me. Nataranta bigla ang sekretary niya sa sinabi. Sir, hindi sa ganon, baka lang kasi may kailangan ka. Like pagkain mo, hindi ka kasi kumain ng lunch mo, paliwanag nito. Okay, go home. And don't come tomorrow, take a rest, see. Pagkasabi iniwan na niya ito. Napabuntong hininga ng malalim ang sekretary ni Steve. Galit yata ang boss sa kanya. Totoo ang sinabi nito kanina, talagang she care about him. She had crush on him noon pang bagong salta siya bilang sekretary nito. Sino ba naman ang hindi magkakagusto rito? Sabi nga ng mga kasama niyang matagal sa trabaho. Napakabait ng kanilang boss. Nakita naman niya ito, kaso hindi napigilan ang pusong magkagusto sa boss ng lihim. Ngayon biyudo na ito, kay pag-asa kaya siya. Napabuntong hininga na lang ito at lumabas na rin. Sa isang Subway restaurant pumasok si Steve. He feels na gusto niyang kumain ng sandwich. Habang hinihintay niya ang kanyang order, he took his mobile phone, nagdial siya. Pero operator ang sumagot sa kanya. Nagtaka siya, kilala niya si Larry. Hindi ito nagpapalit ng number o kaya mag-off ng cellphone man lang kahit nasa ibang bansa ito, he used roaming. Bakit kaya, nasabi niya. They called out his order. Steve took it. He was just sitting down when he saw a couple outside holding hands. And they are happy to talking while walking. The woman looked at the Subway and pointed it out. Steve saw the woman's face. He felt like he saw ghost, but he could not move the body. Sa pagturo ng babae sa Subway restaurant, umiti ang lalaking kasama nito at tila ba ang sinasabi nito, gusto mo ba sa kasamang babae? Tumango naman ang babae. At masayang pumasok ang dalawa sa loob ng Subway. Steve eyes fixed to them, bawat hakbang ng dalawa alam niya. Hanggang sa counter para umorder. Nakatingin pa rin siya. Nang matapos sabihin ng dalawa ang kanilang kakainin, naghanap ng maupuan, tama naman na bakante ang katabing lamesa ni Steve. Nang dumaan ang dalawa sa kanyang tapat, Steve looked at the woman. At nabanggit niya ang pangalan ng asawa. Lisa. Napalingon naman ang babae kay Steve. Umiti naman sa kanya ito. At tinungo na nila ang bakanting lamesa. Magkaupo ng dalawa. Love, kilala mo ba siya? Tukoy nito ng lalaki kay Steve. Hindi, love. Bakit ba? Bakit mo siyang inisan kanina? May bahid selos na sabi nito. Selos ka naman agad, love. Hindi ko talaga siya kilala, sabi niya kasi. Lisa. Di ba palayaw ko kina mama at papa ay Lisa? Lisa lang naman ang sinabi. Mona Lisa ang pangalan ko, malayo. Huwag ka na nga lang magselos. Alam mo naman na mahal kita. Kaya nga, love. Bakit alam ito? Hayaan na natin siya, baka lang mistake ba? Dinig na dinig ni Steve ang usapan ng dalawa. Hindi raw siya kilala ng babae. Pero bakit magkamukha sila ng asawang si Lisa? Ano ito, her late wife have a twin sister? Wala naman silang alam. Gulong-gulo ang isip ni Steve na patingin siya sa dalawa na sweet sa isa't isa. Dahil sa nakikita, nagmamadali siyang lumabas ng subway. Nakalimutan niyang siya ay nagugutom. Demiretso bahay niya si Steve. Gusto sana niyang sundan ang babaeng kamukha ng asawa. Kaya lang pakiramdam niya nakakadama siya ng selos kahit hindi tama sa nakikitang kasweta ng dalawa. And he think na ang asawa ang babaeng iyon. Tinungo ang kusina para tignan kung meron makakain. When he saw the coffee he make it this morning. Kinuha ang tasa para itapon ang laman nito. Napatingin siya sa itatapon kape. Suddenly his wife face appear. Ano bang pinapahiwatig mo, Lisa? Anya, ang mukha nito ay ngumiti sa kanya. Binitawan ni Steve ang tasa at nagmamadaling lumabas. He think na meron ibig sabihin ang ngiti nito. Nagmamadali niyang tinungo ang Subway restaurant, baka sakaling naroon pa ang babaeng kamukha ng asawa. Kaso pagdating niya wala na ang dalawa. Damn it! Ang tanga ko talaga. Dapat hinintay ko silang matapos kanina, para sundan at alam ko kung saan sila nakatira, panising niya sa sarili. Parang gusto niyang sumigaw. Ano ito, pinaglalaruan ba siya? Ano ba talaga ang nangyari sa asawa sa Amerika? Talaga bang patay na ito? He's clueless dahil hindi niya nakita ang katawan ng asawa baga ito pinaabo ng ina. May tinatago ba ang biyanan babae sa kanya? Ang isip niya ay punong-puno ng katanungan. Bukas pupunta siya sa bahay ng magulang ni Lisa. He's so disappointed to go back to his house. Steve thinks a lot in bed, especially about the woman who looks like his wife, whom he saw earlier. Is it the wife, or does she merely resemble her? Are they identical twins? And who is this mysterious woman? Steve sat up in his bed, exclaiming, The mind is agitated. He got to his feet and walked over to the minibar to drink some wine. Now he took a glass and began translating till he required it. He wished to forget what he had seen previously, even if only for a brief while in his thoughts. He will not get drunk. He despises the hangover and doesn't want to deal with it any longer. He only drinks when he needs to sleep. When Steve felt that the alcohol had affected his body, he went back to his room and laid down. After a few minutes, he fell asleep. Kinabukasan maaga palang tinungo na ni Steve ang bahay ng mga biyanan. Pinapasok naman agad siya ng kasambahay. Pagkaupo sa sala, dinalhan siya ng maiinom na fresh orange juice. Salamat, anya rito. Tumango lang ang kasambahay at umalis na. Oh, Steve. Napadalaw ka? Tanong ng biyanan lalaki nang makita siya nito sa sala habang pababa sa hagdanan. Napatayo agad si Steve nang makita ito. Magandang umaga po, bati muna niya. Yes, Dad. Nang makalapit ang ito sa sala. May kailangan ka ba? Maupo ka. Meron sana, Dad. Si Mommy po. Pababa na siya, may kailangan ka ba sa kanya, Steve? For Steve, no more wandering around. It's important for him to know the truth. Actually, Dad, I'd like to speak with you and Mommy. About Lisa? Yes, Dad. Nakitang naging seryoso ang mukha ng biyanan lalaki ni Steve. Don't tell me you're going to get married right away, Steve. Etha's daughter just died. In the tone of his speech, there was mixed anger. No, Dad. You know naman na mahal ko ang anak ninyo. Mag-aasawa ng iba? I never thought that. I thought ito ang sasabihin mo, dahil hindi ako papayag, you must wait when the time is come. Naging malumanay na ito magsalita. Naiintindihan naman ni Steve ang biyanan. Lisa is just dead. Pero totoo kaya ito? Bigla niyang naisip baka namalikmata lamang siya kagabi dahil namimiss ng sobra ang asawa. Baka hawig lang nito ang babae. Huwag na kaya niyang sabihin. Damn you, Steve. Hindi ka nag-iisip pagalit niya sa sarili. Pero narito na siya, hindi naman siguro masamang magtanong. O, ang seryoso naman ang usapan ninyong dalawa? Ani ng ginang habang pababa ito sa hagdan. Tumayo muli si Steve. Magandang umaga, Mommy, kanyang bati. Magandang umaga rin sa iyo, Steve. Ano bang pinag-uusapan ninyo? Nothing, hon. Just a small talk. The lady sat down next to the husband. I see, hon. So what now? The father-in-law turned to Steve. Now you can tell us, what is your purpose, Steve? Steve sighed secretly. Somehow, he felt nervous. Well, I saw someone yesterday, Mommy and Daddy. And I couldn't believe it when I saw her. Will he do it right? Nasabihin ang nakita bahala na. You saw what, Steve? The lady asked immediately. Lisa, Mommy, he said, straight up. What? Steve, you're insane. Perhaps you're just hallucinating. What do you see? No, Mommy. Gising na gising ako nang makita ko ang babaeng iyon. You mean I am lying? To tell you all, napatay na si Lisa, ha? Steve. Ramdam ni Steve na pinipigilan ng biyanan babae ang galit. No, Mommy, hindi iyan ang ibig kong sabihin. I mean is kung meron bang kakambal ang asawa ko. Nagkatinginan ang mag-asawa. May pagtataka sa mukha nila. Twin? I think wala dahil nakita kong iisa ang pinakita sa akin na anak ko sa hospital noon. But, Mommy, sino iyong nakita ko? Kamukhang-kamukha ng asawa ko. Did you speak to her? O, nagpakilala ka ba sa kanya na asawa mo siya, Steve? No, nasambit ko lang ang pangalan ng asawa ko nung dumaan sila sa harapan ko. At narinig ko lang sa usapan nila ng kasamang lalaki. Na hindi niya ako kilala. Bigyan mo kami ng ebidensya, Steve. Para maniwala kami sa iyo, ang biyanan lalaki. Dahil kahit sila wala silang alam na meron kakambal ang anak nilang si Lisa. Kung ganun po ako ay magpapaalam na, Mommy, Daddy. Tumayo na siya. Wait, Steve. I gave you something, it's your wife's belongings. Tumayo na ang ginang tinungo ang hagdan. Umupo muli si Steve. At ininom ang natirang juice sa baso. Mabilis lang itong umakyat sa silid nila sa pagbaba. Steve, heto ang wedding ring at engagement ring ni Lisa. Iyan lang ang nakita sa katawan niyang nasunog. ID, credit card, at ano pa nadala niya ay nasunog lahat, maliban sa dalawang iyan. Kinuha niya ito at tinignan. Yes, her wife thinks. Thank you, Mommy, I need to go now. Dad, maiwan ko na kayo. Okay, drive carefully, Steve. You know hindi natin alam ang aksidente ay isang kisap mata lamang ito like your wife. Yes, Dad. Thank you for reminding me that. Nang wala na si Steve, napabuntong hininga ang mag-asawa. Alam kasi nilang mahal na mahal nito ang kanilang anak. Anong masasabi mo sa kanyang sinabi, Hon? Tanong ng Ginoo sa asawa. Hindi ko alam kung ano ang sasabihin ko, Hon. Pero kung mapatunayan niya sa atin nakakambal nga ni Lisa ito. What we gonna do, Hon? Let's wait, sa gagawin ni Steve, Hon. As Steve drives towards his office, he looks at the small box given to him Eli, his mother-in-law. And he was sighing. Her wife is really dead. So the woman he sees is supposed to be his wife's twin. Because his wife is no longer in this world. Pagkatapos ng opisina niya si Steve, diretso siya sa Subway restaurant kung saan una niyang nakita ang babaeng kamukha ng asawa. At nagbabaka sakaling makita muli ang babae. Pero nabigo siya kahit na inabot pa siya ng madaling araw sa labas ng subway. Ganon ang naging rotation ni Steve, opisina at sa subway restaurant siya tumatambay. Araw-araw siyang bigo na makita ang babae o ang lalaking kasama man lang nito. Lumipas ang mga araw maging ang mga buwan still hindi niya nakita ang babae. Para na nga rin naging tahanan niya ang subway restaurant. Dahil gabi-gabi siya rito. Pati staff nagtataka kung bakit siya nakatambay dito. Nakakaramdam ng pag-give up si Steve. Kagaya ng sinabi ng biyanan babae. Baka nagdedeliryo lamang siya ng gabing iyon dahil kamamatay lang ng asawa. Last na ito, hindi na ako babalik pa rito, anya. Tinapos lang niyang kainin ang sandwich na in-order. When he finished tumayo na siya. But Steve suddenly freeze for 1 second dahil nakita niya ang nais makita dumaan ang babaeng kamukha ng asawa. She's... Patakbo pa nga siyang lumabas at napatingin ang mga tao sa kanyang ginawa. Steve ran fast over her. The woman was alone. Miss, excuse me, he said quickly. The woman looked at Steve. Her eye asks, do I know you? When the woman looked at him. Steve, heart beating so fast. That's how he felt when he first saw and met Lisa. Steve breathed quietly, attempting to slow down his heartbeat. His heart is pounding so hard right now. Now that he was in front of the woman. Bakit po, sir? Magalang na tanong ng babae kay Steve. Pasensya ka na, miss. Akala ko kasi ikaw yun kakilala ko, alibi ni Steve. Okay lang, sir. Kung ganon maiwan na kita, hahakbang na sana ang babae. Miss, sandali lang, awat ni Steve. He must do something para makilala ito. Pwede bang malaman kung ano ang pangalan mo? Umiti ang babae. Sir, style mo bulok. Natawa si Steve sa sinabi ng babae get niya ang sinabi nito. Maybe yes. I'm Steve Villard. Mabilis sabi niya at nilahad ang kamay sa babae. Napatingin lang ang babae sa kamay ni Steve. Alam niyang nagdadalawang isip ito kung makipagkilala ba ito sa kanya. Don't worry, miss. I'm not too bad person kung ito ang iniisip mo. Wala naman sa itsura kung masama ang isang tao. Meron nga dyan kagwapo at kaganda pero mga mangloloko pala diba, sir? Yes, I'm agree with you, miss. Para maniwala kang I'm good not a bad person. Kinuha niya ang wallet at cellphone. Hawakan mo ito para maniwala ka. Sa tingin ng babae nagsasabi ng totoo ang lalaking kaharap. Ano bang gusto mong malaman sa akin, sir? Your name, walang gatol na tugon ni Steve. Okay, I'm Mona Lisa Revilla. Ngumiti si Steve. Nice to meeting you, Mona Lisa. Binulsa muna ang hawak na wallet at cellphone, saka inilahad muli ang kamay sa babae. Ang kulit. Pero kinuha nito ang kamay ni Steve. Nice meeting you too, sir. When they were handcuffed, Steve feels the same when he meets his wife. The electricity between their hands is too strong. Hinila bigla ni Mona Lisa ang kamay. Siya rin parang dinaanan ng kuryente ang palad niya paakyat sa braso. Dapat hindi niya madama ito nang may asawa na siya. At pakiramdam niya nagkasala siya sa asawa. Maiwan na kita, sir. Nautal na siya kailangan niyang makalayo sa lalaki, isa itong malakas na tukso. Mabilis siya naglakad papalayo rito. Steve just let the woman get little farther away from him so that she wouldn't notice that he was going to follow her. When the woman was quite far away, Steve walked fast to catch up with it, and when he saw her enter the coffee shop, he waited for her to come out. It was only a matter of time before the woman came out with the man with her at the subway restaurant. Magkahawak kamay ang dalawa habang naglalakad. Ewan ba ni Steve he feel really jealous kahit na hindi tama. Sinusundan niya ang dalawa hanggang sa sumakay sila ng jeep. Mabilis na tinungo ni Steve ang kotse na nakaparada sa hindi kalayuan. Bumaba ang dalawa sa may manggahan eski Steve park his car in one side, mabuti na lang kahit papaano may naparadahan siya. Nang makitang naglakad papasok sa isang iskinita ang sinundan. Bumaba agad siya sa sasakyan niya at lihim siyang sumunod sa dalawa. Sa isang up and down na bahay pumasok ang dalawa. Lumapit si Steve sa bahay. Ngayon talagang napatunayan na hindi nga ang asawa ito. Steve's mind kept asking, who is she? And does the woman have relationship with the wife? Are they still twins? He wanted to knock on the door to talk to the woman. But he thinks he needs to control himself. It is not yet time to know the truth. He needs to know this woman first. Yes, he will find a way to get closer to it. Steve stayed up until the morning. He is afraid that if he sleeps, he would miss the woman. He took a look at his wristwatch. 6 am. He stretched out his hand. Because he hadn't slept all night, he moved his head left, right, to wake up his spirit. He was becoming bored after an hour. Ah! Isn't she leaving? Or is she unemployed? Steve wonders. After 5 minutes, Steve's impatience disappeared because he saw the woman. Standing on board of the jeep, he would have liked to approach it or offer to take her where to go, but he couldn't because her husband was with her. Is it her husband or someone else? I sincerely hope not. Steve wishes the man was her lover or at the very least a live-in companion. He followed the jeep in which the two were riding. And the woman came down first. It only took 5 minutes to walk to a restaurant and enter. Steve parks his car in the restaurant's parking lot. He was just as hungry. And remembered that he didn't have dinner last night. Steve stood outside the restaurant. He read what they offered. It is just right because it has breakfast offered. Some restaurants only have lunch and dinner. He went inside. He looks around. He thinks it's okay here. Nice setting. The waitress approached him. Good morning, sir, she greeted him with a smile. Steve smiled at it as well. Good morning, he replied. Sir, may mga kasama ka ba? Tanong nito. No, I'm alone. This way please, sir. Sa isang pagdalawang lang na lamesa umupo si Steve. The waitress handed the breakfast menu to Steve. He looked at it. I want eggs Benedict. And fresca breakfast, and I want black coffee. He felt so hungry, so he ordered 2. Wait for a while, sir. Nang wala ang waitress. Steve eyes look around, nais niyang makita si Mona Lisa, kung dito ba nagtratrabo, baka naman bumili lang ng pagkain nila. He wished na sana she work here, para may chance siyang mapalapit sa babae. Nang makita niya ang nais na makita, otomatikong napangiti si Steve. And yes, she's wearing uniform. Habang nagpupunas ng lamesa si Mona Lisa, pakiramdam niya may matang nakatingin sa kanya. Pasimple niyang tinignan ang mga taong naroroon. Nang makita ang isang lalaki sa hindi kalayuan sa kanya. Siya, anya syempre namumukhaan niya ang lalaki. Bigla siyang nakadama ng kaba. Paanong hindi siya kakabahan kagabi magkausap sila? Ngayon narito ito sa restaurant kung saan siya pumapasok. Tumingin siya muli sa kinaroonan nito. Tamang nakatingin din ito sa kanya, nginisian at tinanguhan siya nito. Nataranta tuloy siya at hindi na tinapos ang ginagawa. Naglakad siya patungong kusina at tamang tapos nang lutuin ang order ni Steve. Mona Lisa, serve mo ito sa table 2. Kinuha nito ito nilagay sa key. Table 2, sa kanya ito. Kinabahan na naman siya, bakit ba siya kinakabahan? Hindi sila magkakilala. Hindi naman niya pwedeng tanggihan ang pag-serve. Pag ginawa ito tanggal agad siya sa trabaho. Hoy! Mona Lisa, bakit nariyan ka pa, ha, puna ng cook? Akala ko kasi meron pa, alibi na lang niya. Wala na sige dalhin muna, baka lumamig pa iyan. Kaagad naman tumalima si Mona Lisa. Todo kabog ang didib habang papalapit sa table 2. Lihim siyang napabuntong hininga, ng isang hakbang na lang para marating ang lamesa ng lalaki, inihanda niya ang matamis na ngiti sa labi. Pagkalapit niya. Sir, your order. Inilagay sa lamesa ito. Steve looked at the woman. She's so much closer to him. And he thinks the wife is alive because they are no different from the woman. They look the same, even with her smile. Like his late wife's smile, Steve closes his eyes lest he can't hold back hugging and kissing the woman. Because he really missed his wife. Now the woman was in front of him again. My gosh, she really looks like his wife. The only difference between them is in the voice. The woman's voice is so sweet. Lisa has a bossy and classy voice.